All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we have ourselves an absolutely insane story to share with you today. Another example of censorship, another example of debanking. This is the YouTuber, or I should say, the group, the Archcast over on YouTube. Archie Boy, unfortunately, seems to have been taken down by PayPal. No, I am not kidding. Arch was just randomly deplatformed from PayPal with no warning whatsoever. No reason given, nothing other than this was unusual activities. Yes, I'm not kidding, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting absolutely insane out there that they are starting to debank people that, pretty much don't agree with certain ideologies. So Archie over here says, I was just randomly deplatformed from PayPal. No reason given other than unusual activities. Nonsense, of course. And I was redirected to a page telling me about the rules of card companies. Please make some noise about this if you can and spread the word. So we got some screenshots here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop Archie's channel in the description box below so you guys can go support him and check him out if you are watching this video. But as you can see from this screenshot over here, it says quite simply, we no longer offer PayPal services for this account. We aim to provide our customers with the most seamless and user-friendly experiences possible. Unfortunately, sometimes we are unable to provide services to an account for a variety of reasons, including local laws, our policies, or the policies of our partners. Why is this happening? After a review, we discovered unusual activity on this account that we cannot support. This is absolutely insane stuff, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what they are ultimately going to aim to do for anybody that's, basically has a dissenting opinion. It's insane that we live in a world where they are trying to push this so hard. And again, keep in mind, this screenshot is highlighting unusual activity, but the thing that I want to highlight from this screenshot is policies of our partners. Now it seems like in order to use a certain service, you have to adhere to the TOS of every other company that service works for. It's insane, man. Whatever happened to the day where you just have to adhere to the TOS of that particular platform then you're using? Now, all of a sudden, you have to adhere to PayPal's TOS, and you have to adhere with every company that PayPal works with and their TOS. It's insane. This is absolutely stupid stuff. Then it says, what can you do with your account? Your account has been permanently deactivated. You can still view your transaction history, download statements, or request copies of your data. What about the money left in the account? Well, they're very quick to deactivate you, but they're not going to be very quick to give you your money, let's be real. It says, before you can transfer any remaining funds from your account, we must reserve them for up to 120 days to cover any financial obligations. We will review your account and email when the funds are available. We will keep your personal information with us for as long as you have a PayPal account. After that, we will retain your information in accordance with applicable laws for up to 10 years. We will delete everything at the end of this period. If we are no longer required or permitted by law to retain your personal information during this period, we will delete everything immediately. They are literally treating Archie like he's a fucking criminal, which is insane. They took his account down no different than they would have taken down somebody who was part of the island, if you get my drift. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. Those people are still funded, unironically. But in any case, so clearly it says, why does PayPal support certain activities and not others? Well, PayPal partners with card networks and various banks to provide a secure payment platform for our customers. Our partners have specific rules and restrictions for certain activities, transactions, and business models that are intended to maintain the security of these networks. Under these card network rules, PayPal complies with these requirements, as well as applicable local laws and our own policies to maintain a safe environment and community for our users. Our platform cannot support activities that are prohibited by these requirements. In other cases, we can only support certain activities with prior approval. Now, this is absolute nonsense, obviously, and supposedly, according to Archie, they are holding $15,000 from him right now. PayPal is holding $15,000 from this YouTuber, this creator, all because they think that he broke the law or something like that. I really don't know. They are sincerely treating him like he is some form of a criminal. Obviously, Madam Savvy had a little bit to say about this as well. She says PayPal has officially begun debanking random creators who speak out. Dissent and be removed is coming. So far, my own account is untouched, but be wary if you use it. Do not store your money on it if possible, which, by the way, I don't store my money at all on PayPal. I absolutely refuse. I've always refused. Ever since I saw what PayPal tried to do with Eric July in the Rippaverse, I have never stored my money on PayPal, and I never will. But I know there's people out there that do, so that's why making this video is very important, so that you guys realize exactly what PayPal's looking to do to anybody that has the wrong opinion. She says, I have had many art friends go through this and lose access to money for 120 plus days. No one should lose access to this unless you're actually doing something law-breaking, like assassination hires or child trafficking, in which case the law should be notified, which, by the way, there are people that are doing that to utilize PayPal and nothing ever happens. Making videos and talking about how poopy governments and payment processors are should not get you debanked. Of course, I imagine if PayPal does actually fix this, they would just claim, whoopsie, I don't know how that happened. And you know what? She's right. She's right, because this is what they do all the time. Every time YouTube supposedly accidentally deplatform somebody, how many times have you seen that? Or sometimes you see PayPal accidentally take down someone's account. Again, we saw with Eric July, where they held his funds for God knows how long. We saw this all the time, and it's going to continue to happen. It's only going to get worse from here. And people try to say, oh, you're just fear-mongering. No, you're just retarded, because you don't want to see what's obviously in front of your face. And that's quite unfortunate, considering that all the censorship that we have had in the past and everything that we are having now in the present is going to only continue to get worse in the future, because a lot of people are just going to allow it because they think they can't do anything about it. Then Savvy says, doesn't have time to tweet about actual women movements or child brides, but will tweet about pixels being goofy in VR. Now, what she's complaining about here is Collective Shout, right? Collective Shout recently has been attacking people in VR. It's actually kind of weird, right? It's very, very strange. These are posts where they were basically complaining about VR and what essentially happened in VR, where women are complaining about being abused in VR sexually, which, again, I don't know how that's possible considering it's in VR, but these are the people that are behind your debanking. These people and more. There are definitely puppet masters that are pulling the strings. Collective Shout is essentially just one group of many that is the useful idiots, let's just say. They're useful right now, and then eventually when they stop being useful, well, what's going to happen? They're going to try to take them down as well. So what I want you guys to do is go support Archie to the best of your ability. Again, he says, I hope it's a mistake and not a sign of another wave of content creator deplatformings. I got to be honest with you, man. I don't think that's the case at all. I think they're absolutely going to be taking down people that have the wrong opinion, especially if you're not from the United States, right? If you're from the UK or the EU, whatever, I think they're absolutely going to be going after you. I don't know where Archie is from, but considering his accent, I got to imagine he's probably not from the States. Even Stuttering Craig says, wow, did you at least get the money out first? Nope. PayPal is helping themselves to about $15,000 at the moment. It was such a nice and easy way to pay artists, but no longer, I guess. Smash JT says, whoa, buddy. The Archcat says, it's certainly one of those blood freezing in your vein style news to get. I know you've gotten more than your fair share of those. Even Varadark says, what the fuck? Side Scroller says, that's disgusting. Disgusting says, imagine what Visa and MasterCard can do directly too. They can whip out any reason and present it as unusual activity, and it shows the control that they hold. Now, okay, so in my last couple of videos, one of the things I've been complaining about actively is how the TOS is worded in such a vague way that they can take advantage of it and they can overreach with it to an obscene degree, right? Like, I'm talking like obscene degree. What they're able to do with their TOS is ridiculous, and it basically protects them, or they feel like, I should say, it protects them from any kind of legal repercussion as a company, because they left it as vague and open as possible. So if they want to take advantage of a certain little part of the TOS, then they absolutely will. And trust me, they will. Any opportunity for the corporations or the government to overreach, and any opportunity that you let it easily happen, they will take it. They will take it without a doubt. They will take it on a silver platter and say, thank you very much for letting us tread all over you. And the people, unfortunately, are like, govern me harder, daddy, until eventually it gets to the point where they realize, oh, you guys aren't just trying to protect the kids. You guys are coming after us now. Well, why are you doing that? I thought it was just about the kids. No, it's not just about the kids. It never is, and it never was. So I understand that people want to get emotional about it. I understand that people want to go crazy and say, well, they just try to protect the kids. No, they're not, and we all know that's absolute garbage. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below of this video, what do you think about this entire situation? What do you think about Archie getting deplatformed? And again, guys, I'm going to put Archie's channel in the description box below, so you guys can go check it out. I also probably will link his Twitter as well, so you guys can go support this particular thread. I'll link this exact thread, so you guys can go check it out and let him know that you're behind him, man, and support him any way that you possibly can. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe button for more, and I will see you guys on the next one.